Okay, I whipped up another batch of refractory, and let's stand up. So I got it put into the can. Lighting isn't great, but you might be able to tell that it's kind of running down the sides. So I think I'm going to try to pull it back into position and then whack it with the torch to try to set it into place. And there's my torch setup. Alright, this is something that cannot be done with one hand, so unfortunately I got to stop the video here. Change of plan. I don't think the bucket's gonna work. Every time I try to put this stuff in there, kaolite or whatever you want to call it, it just keeps running down the sides. You see that little bit right there, that shelf-like piece? Yeah, that just peeled right off and fell into the bottom. Now the bottom's just getting thicker and thicker with every application. Frankly, this whole thing's starting to piss me off. I think what I have to do is just grab sheet pans, lay the stuff out in tiles, let it dry completely firm, whip up another batch to work as mortar, and just build a box out of it. Maybe I can put something in the middle of the tiles for rigidity. That might work. But as it stands right now, this isn't cutting it. I just wasted a fairly expensive bucket is all. And a fair amount of ingredients for this stuff. Next, I whipped up another batch. Heat pan, basically using that as a mold. When I'm done, I'm gonna cut it in half there, and maybe lop off an end so that I can use those as end pieces. But I do kind of want the forge to be this long. I think it's a little over a foot. So if I have some longer billets that I want to put in there, I won't have to rebuild the thing. So I only have one of these pans, which means I'm gonna have to wait for this to dry first and then pop it out of its mold, which won't be a problem at all. But then I get to whip up another batch, put it in there, and then a last batch for the end pieces. I'm already tired of making this stuff. Here's the same refractory material the next day. I'm letting it dry out slowly. I did consider putting it in the oven to help drive the moisture off, but I think a slow dry would be best. And still got some mass to it. Definitely heavier than it looks. So it's probably going to take a week or more to be able to get all the refractory that I need. Well, frankly, this stuff's kind of a pain in the ass. I wonder how much KO wool is. Okay, thanks for watching Everything Knife for this week's installment. Let's see how this goes.